AJL PR was founded in 2018, and we are known as a top-tier PR firm that specializes in a wide range of creative marketing solutions for various companies in Malaysia. Since then, we have grown into a successful firm that provides media relations, event planning, and online marketing services. AJL's PR vision is aspired to be Malaysia's leading PR company by delivering the best services that meet or even surpass the expectation of clients. And our mission is to seize to aid each client in achieving rapid advancement and leveraging corporate branding as a customer-centric PR firm. 10. Our goal is to be the best employer to work for by putting a premium on customer satisfaction. We'll make a concerted effort to grow its workforce and recruit brilliant and exceptional employees. Thus, customers can anticipate high cost-effective services from a wide, competent, and committed workforce. AJL PR has built a strong business relationship with the best and most influential local editorials and media companies in the Queensland over the years. The corporation has been mainly accountable for publicizing and boosting overall branding image through the establishment of appropriate and inventive public relations approaches, thanks to the group's powerful employees with the mainstream press and its impactful and distinctive interpretation of the client's business objectives. Therefore, our company has several other encounters with major consultations and marketing, which were the MPS Virtual Truck Campaign from January 2018 to December 2019 and Ministry of Health No Smoking Campaign from February 2020 and to October 2020. Without doubt, the experts and professionals in our team have brought several awards to the company, with the latest achievements being Most Successful Consultant from 2019 and 2020. The most highly skilled public relations and marketing professionals in Stream 1 can be found at AJL's PR. It ensures that every group member has a diverse range of creative and highly qualified marketing experience. Each member of the team is motivated by the same goal, which is to provide strategic communications planning and help clients establish a strong brand reputation. AJL's PR professional skill team consists of the following individuals.
In Project Work Objective, they have three objectives, which is to maximize public awareness regarding the COVID-19, to ensure that the Embracing New Norm campaign is effective in providing information to the public on a consistent basis, and to develop customer relationships through the campaign. Firstly, the objective is to maximize public awareness regarding the COVID-19 environmental impact. It is to ensure that the public at large will take all necessary precautions, such as standard operating procedure (SOP) to protect themselves and their family from the COVID-19 virus. The campaign held by AJL's PR will assist the public in creating awareness about the need of taking precautions against COVID-19. Thus, we will spend money for delivering the service only within the allocated budget range. Next, the project work objectives are to ensure that the Embracing New Norm campaign is effective in providing information to the public on a consistent basis. AJL will always disclose all information from time to time in order to raise public awareness regarding the COVID-19. As a result, every information will be gathered from a reliable source. By having graphic artists from AJL PRs, it will help people to be more acknowledged about the information that we deliver, because all the infographic that we provide will be easy for them to refer. As a result, it will gain people trust through the campaign. Lastly, the project work objective is to develop customer relationship through the campaign. AJL's PR will consistently contact the client every month to seek their feedback about the campaign. We'll put customer satisfaction first by monitoring feedback and suggestions given by both client and consumer. If there is anything less, we will ensure that we'll solve all the problems as soon as possible and effectively, because we need to ensure that the campaign will help all people to embrace the new norms.
As a project manager, I'm very involved with leads cross-functional teams that can deliver project outputs on time, on budget, and with high quality. Project manager oversees planning, organizing, monitoring, and supervising one or more projects in order to meet a certain criteria or business specifications. The leader works collaboratively with others in project management to ensure that efforts are directed toward producing the best business outcomes. Project managers are in charge of defining, strategizing, monitoring, and managing the corporate project, as well as highlighting critical resources and providing them with the guidance they need to meet project goals. Thus, Amir Imran is the best person to handle this project for Seremban City Council in managing the Embracing New Norms campaign. Graphic artists use photos and videos and the layout of websites and printed pages to convey messages. They can turn data into digital graphics and diagrams using images, text, and color to make complicated concepts more accessible and approachable to the target market of the client. Graphic design is essential for marketing. As a result, the person who is known as graphic artist frequently collaborate with those in the promotional activities, public relations, and marketing fields. Since the aim of the campaign is targeting all levels of the community, which includes kids, youth, adult, and elderly, thus working collaboratively with graphic artists may help the campaign to be well delivered to the public. Hence, Nurul Jannah has wide experience as a graphic artist, which has managed several impactful awareness campaigns. Meanwhile, Treasury Project Managers create and support a wide range of revenue-related projects. This position integrates the budgetary oversight responsibilities of an accountant with the team leadership and coordination responsibility of a project leader. Finance managers are also competent at budgeting and financial management, which they use to assist their teams in completing projects on time and within budget, as well as to monitor an organization's financial efficiency. They are expected to plan cost-benefit analysis for projects involving multiple divisions, while also defining areas where cash flow and revenue can be enhanced. Thus, Nurul Jannah will be able to predict cost-benefit analysis and prevent risks and losses during their project implementation process, as she is an experienced manager. Furthermore, a media relations manager establishes how a firm engages with the community through a variety of media channels, such as television, social media platforms, company online sites, and multiple publications. The manager is responsible for managing the flow of information between a company, client, and the media. A media relations manager might write and publish a media release or team up on any campaign, such as a social media campaign or public awareness campaign. The goal as a media relations manager is to raise awareness of the client's brand and meet their client's requirements. With wide experiences as a media relations manager, Romanul Hakim is fit perfectly with the role. Risk management coordinators are primarily in charge of reducing risks and losses for their organizations, which can include everything from cash flow to property and employees. They are responsible for addressing and improving possible pitfalls with a firm's safe operation or ensuring as lawsuits may be important in the future if these coordinators are not employed. Risk management coordinators are responsible for taking all steps to minimize and mitigate damage to the organization. By appointing a specialized risk management coordinator, the project leader can guarantee that campaign risks are properly tracked and managed. Therefore, Anis Fana will be the one who works together with the team.
Alright, so for the project schedule, we have around 192 activities overall. So to estimate the duration of the major tasks, from the September 1, 2021 until August 3, 2023, almost take 2 years, for accomplish this project. Alright, so we have 6 major tasks that includes a meeting, design, public relations, community engagement, follow up, and also the report. So for the director of the program, as you know, is led by Mr. Amirul, and for the meeting, for the first major task is the meeting is led by Mr. Amirul. He will handle all about the meetings, activities, and also for the second major task, we have the design. Design will lead by Miss Jannah. Alright, so Miss Jannah will handling all the activities in the design department. And also for the third one is the about public relations that led by Miss Shahira. She will handling the certain part of the public relation and public communication from our company. And also the fourth one is the community engagement. Community engagement that led by Mr. Lokman, to set up with the stakeholders and also for the public. And also we have the follow-ups. Follow-up is handling by Miss Anis. Miss Anis will handle this kind of project. And also need to follow up from each of department for the project. And also the last one is the report. Report is also led by the Mr. Amirul, in order to take a look what all the projects are done and to reporting to make a blueprint of this company activities. For the responsibility matrix, in this company, in order to handle this kind of project, the first one is a meeting, led by Mr. Amirul. The P is Mr. Amirul, right? So for the primary, and for the second one, and all the members, all the team project is categorized as S, secondary. And also the second one is all about the design. Design department. Design department, the P is led by Miss Jannah. And all the team project categorized as secondary. And also for the third one, is all about the public relation. Okay, public relations is the P is handled by the Miss Shahira. Okay, Miss Shahira and the other team members that help is categorized as secondary, and also the fourth is a community engagement. Okay, the P is lead by Mr. Lokman as a resource persons, and the others members is categorized as secondary, and for the fifth is we call that as a follow-up department. Okay, follow-up department is going to be a follow-up from the all departments, okay, in this project. Okay, the P is led by the Miss Anis. Okay, and all the members, okay, is as secondary to help these follow-ups. And also for the last but not least is report. Okay, report is lead the P is led by the Mr. Amirul, and all the S secondary is categorized in for the team project that helps, okay, in order to help Mr. Amirul to give the report and to accomplish this project.
A work breakdown structure in project management is a deliverable-oriented breakdown of a project into smaller components. A work breakdown structure is a key project deliverable that organizes the team works into manageable sections. The activity is illustrated by using WBS technique in order to provide a clearer picture regarding the campaign. It shows a list of all the activities need to be performed, and the WBS is a hierarchical tree of an item to be accomplished. In WBS, it has 3 levels which has been illustrated. In the first level, they have 6 main activities, which is meeting, design, public relation, community engagement, follow-up, and report. And in level 2, it consists about 31 breakdown activities. And lastly, for the level 3, it consists around 154 activities. A network diagram visualizes the sequential and logical relationship between tasks in a project setting. This visualization relies on the clear expression of the chronology of tasks and events. Most often, a project network diagram is depicted as a chart with a series of boxes and arrows. So this is our project network diagram for the campaign.
WHO has advised public with several measurements to reduce the risk of infection to individuals and others by recommending the people to wash their hands regularly, maintaining social distancing at least 1 meter from each other, and wearing face masks and covering their mouth when they cough or sneeze. However, the awareness in Malaysian citizens still lack about the COVID-19 pandemic. People still take the matter lightly, even though fine and compound has been sanctioned by the government. There are people who still refuse to follow the SOP introduced by the government. As AJL PR agency is a top-tier public relation firm that specialize in a wide range of innovative management and creative marketing solutions, our firm will provide the best outcome for this campaign in order to achieve the client expectation and satisfaction. So 147 compounds were released in 6 days during MCO 3.0 in Tawau, which the compound that has been released in different offers in the SOP. The most common compound released including does not wearing face mask and did not scanning MySejahtera. According to Berita Harian, reported that the higher compound has been released is on 6 June 2021, which a total of 1,214 people were arrested due to the breach of SOP during MCO. 264 were not practicing social distancing, 224 does not wearing face mask, 158 people missed to record self-detail when entering premise, and other 431 for other offence were disobey the SOP. This shows that people still do not care about the SOP compliance, even though our country has been dealing with the pandemic situation as well as new norms have been introduced for more than a year. Our people should be aware how crucial their actions are in addressing the pandemic. Even though people around them do not have any problem following the routines, thus people should know the seriousness of the problem since this virus can create new variant which are more dangerous from the previous variants. Apart from that, there is a possibility of other factors that can cause the problem, such as financial constraint to buy face masks and not knowing the current update that usually occur to the elderly and people who are not exposed to the outside. Based on record on 12 July 2021, 91,272 active cases were reported, 964 cases were placed in ICU, and 6,260 deaths were reported during the pandemic. This is the reason why embracing new norms campaign are important for the people to create awareness. AJL had previously collaborated with WHO in Fight Obesity awareness campaign that ran for a year. During the campaign, our firm have provided solution to overcome problems such as sharing healthy food recipe, exercise plan, and educating the risk of obesity to their health. As AJL PR agency had several experience in awareness campaign, this is the reason why AJL is the best firm in conducting this campaign in order to achieve the maximum satisfaction. Our company will ensure that the campaign to be conducted will provide solution to the problem arising through appropriate methods that are suitable with the communities. Therefore, our firm will collect data and information through surveys to the community. This survey aims to provide the best solution and also the solution that suit the community situation, as well as to take into account the opinion of the community to achieve the maximum outcome and level of satisfaction. As noted on the problem and use of the violation of SOP instruction during the MCO, we propose a proposal to educate the population on how the SOP set up by the government and recommendation by the WHO can help to curb the spread of the COVID-19 pandemic and the after effect of the COVID-19 infection. In addition, this campaign will be conducted online as well as face-to-face according to the preference of the community to ensure that this awareness campaign can be expanded in limited areas such as rural areas and squatters. Other than that, we can inculcate the new norms routine in line with the Ministry of Health MOH recommendation approach of avoiding 3C, which is crowded places, confined places, and closed places, as well as practicing 3W represent washing and sanitize hand regularly to kill the virus on our hands and belonging that we are not aware of. Wear face mask in public place or when you are having symptoms, which can reduce the transmission of the virus droplet and one. MOH also advised the public to fulfill the criteria of the conditional movement control orders in MCO and protect the high risk such as children, babies, and elderly and people with disability or use. And social distancing is always practiced at least 1 meter with each other to avoid physical contact. These recommendations are the alternative to reduce the rate of virus transmission in the community. Next, I will present about the cost section. In this section, cost for every resources will be calculated according to the current rate in order to determine the estimated cost needed for the project. There are several categories of costs that have significant contribution in the project. For the first category is labor. By considering both project team member and part-timer workers, the total cost needed is 146,000 ringgit. 5 project team members have different rate of pay range from 7 ringgit to 10 ringgit per hour, while both 2 part-timer workers have been given 6 ringgit per hour each. Next, the second category that have been listed in cost section is material. Materials used in the project cost about 210,000 ringgit. It includes several other things such as billboards, stationery, leaflets, service calendars, banner, and certificates. Later, for the third category, we have costs for the third party. It includes consultant, subcontractor, as well as catering team to assist in developing the project. Other than that, for the fourth category, there is a cost for equipment and facilities. Among equipment that have been considered to be used during the project is high performance computer, laptop, laserjet printer, LCD projector, fire extinguisher, safety helmet, first aid kit, and PA system. Besides, we also considering the other expenses such as travel, rental car, lorry, petrol consumption, meeting, food and beverage for the 12th occasion of meeting escalation. We also expected increase in the price of the future overhead, electricity and water bill contingency reserve. 30% of the project cost fees and profit paid to the customer, and also space rental.
Alright, so for the risk management or the risk analysis that company have listed, okay, for the entire of the project, we have 6. Okay, we go one by one. Okay, the first one is dark purchasing in the procurement. Okay, dark purchasing in the procurement, okay, is involved the internal asset. Okay, and dark purchasing creates a potential for the fraud in the procurement. Okay, process. Okay, and also the risk severity or effect is high. Okay, it's extreme. If this happen. Okay, and so the project manager must to make sure that this cannot be happen. Okay, and also the possibility to occur is a medium. Okay, person in charge is by Ms. Shahira. Okay, and to mitigate this risk is the company must adopt the friendly user cloud-based procurement software to track the software, and also must centralize the platform to help to integrate the buying process or the purchasing process. Alright, so for the second one is in advocacy of skills and knowledge of the employees. Okay, this is related to the internal asset. Okay, and the tendency of this lack of skill and knowledge among the employees or among the team project. Okay, this is medium effect for the company, and also this is the task or project manager to ensure that the team members have the sufficient skills, and also take them to the training, and also give them, motivate them. Okay, and also trace them the actual abilities for the each task. Okay, and also the possibility to occur is also the medium. And for the third one, okay, for the third one is redundancy of the task. Okay, is include the internal asset. Okay, the team, the possibility, the risk is the team does do the individual or others job scope. Okay, this possibility is medium. Okay, and the possibility to occur is low, really low. Okay, and the person in charge, okay, must to give a clear and detailed explanation and provide feedback. Okay, so this is handled by the person in charge, Mr. Amirul. And the fourth one is strategy and schedule. Okay, schedule planning is including internal asset. Okay, unable to complete the project as due date. Okay, so the effect is high if this happen, and the manager will taking place, and also the possibility to occur is medium and lead by Mr. Amirul. Okay, and also provide to mitigate this, must provide the checklist and milestone graphic, and also to give the detailed job scope, okay, in each department. And the fifth one is all about the contract negotiations, is internal and external, involving stakeholders conflict, and that may trigger the project to delay. Okay, if this happen is the impact is extreme. Okay, this is under the media task. Okay, and also this is a low, really low to occur. Okay, and the company must provide a detailed and justified contract agreement and monitoring the progress. Okay, and the last but not least is the performance and external hazard. Okay, involving internal and external assets. Okay, such as a new policy. Okay, the failure or the expectation from the public. Okay, this is a high, okay, impact for the company, and also involving the project manager, and the possibility to occur is really high. Okay, especially in this pandemic, COVID-19. Okay, this is handled by Anis and Miss Anis and Mr. Lokman, and they must set up the new arrangement of the project activities specialized on the pandemic phase, and also provide the brainstorming sessions. Okay, and also the routine maintenance.
Lastly, I will be presenting about the control system. Control system is important in every project. It serves as a tool to ensure the project is being accomplished according to targeted milestones and, at the same time, align with the customer objectives. Late project accomplishment must be avoided as it will cause customer disappointment and tarnish the organization image that won the bid to organize the campaign. Role of the agency is one of the participating organizations that compete for the tender also will be much affected in the future bidding. Hence, a project control system must be used by the project manager to monitor progress and direction of the project. By referring to figure 7.1 in monitoring progress of the project, real or actual progress is measured and compared to the planned progress or project milestone. Projects that have been estimated to complete within 2 years must be tracked every 2 months. By collecting feedback on every main task and conducting regular meetings to ensure that the project is on track. Corrective actions can be taken and a new plan can be established immediately to achieve customer objectives when changes or problems that hinders the project have been detected. For instance, involuntary delay of tasks where the project manager cannot control must be reported quickly to the project team and customers must be informed to prepare for any changes that might occur in terms of quality, scope, schedule and budget is stated in figure 7.2. Any changes in scope must be ensured to be within the agreed scope of work to avoid customer dissatisfaction. This is because more resources will be needed to compensate for work beyond job scope. For example, sudden introduction of technology usage by contractors during a project implementation process that has not been introduced in the project proposal will extend the job scope of the project, as more resources such as expertise, knowledge and equipment are required. It will invite a feeling of dissatisfaction by the customer as more costs will be demanded by the contractor to fulfill the project. Meanwhile, in controlling the project schedule, there are several steps that can be used to ensure the project is moving on track. Firstly, current project progress must be analyzed whether it is ahead of schedule or behind the schedule by comparing it with the project milestone. By referring to the schedule variance graph, also progress of the project can be predicted. More planned value than earned value represents that the project is behind schedule, while more earned value than planned value means that the project is ahead of schedule. Other than that, the team also can detect that the progress is behind schedule by tracking for negative slack in the network diagram. Secondly, the project team must decide for any suitable corrective actions that must be taken to eliminate the negative slack, and afterwards, the schedule must be revised and recalculated. Next, cost or budget also will be monitored in the project. This is important in ensuring that the project team use the allocated budget, which is 1 million ringgit, efficiently without wasting much money on any unnecessary activities. Every resource consumption will be recorded according to the main activity, and this will include money that has been spent by every resource person in managing their main tasks effectively. In embracing the new norm project, feedback will be gathered from every main task and meetings will be held every 4 months to discuss any changes in project quality, scope, schedule and budget. Current status for every element that is the center of the control system will be compared with the baseline to track for any overspending of budget and delaying issues. Every significant change is recorded through feedback, and later will be tracked and reported to all parties involved in the project by conducting regular meetings before further action can be taken. Customers also will be informed about the changes and progress and involve costs that must be borne by them. The project team also must not take actions that can cost the customer more than what they initially agreed.